Now, once you decide on a server, a hosting platform, it could be whatever you like. Um, the way that you will interact with your website will be through the C panel or control panel. Okay, so it can look different depending on what the host is. But typically, what it'll do is it'll allow you to interact with if you have multiple websites, it'll show you all the different websites, how to connect your domain name to the website itself, how much storage you have on it, the bandwidth that it's currently using. You might be able to see how many people are accessing your site. You can distribute access to users on there. You can set up emails on there. It's sort of the way that you interact with the actual like computer that is hosting your website and all the files and stuff therein. Okay. Um, Now, obviously, so far we have been producing our WordPress site locally, right, using local by Flywheel. And although you can do that, and that's fine, typically, most of the time when you build a website, you don't usually build it locally. You usually will build it right inside the C panel itself. The C panel will actually it'll look sort of like local, where it'll have a little panel and it's like make the site, and it will install the various technologies just like local did. But instead of installing it, locally on your own computer, it will install it onto the server computer. So it'll install WordPress and MySQL, and PHP, and whatever other technologies it needs. It'll do all that for you, and then you will just build the site in the browser the same way that you have been building it so far. But it'll instead of it being locally, it will actually be live. So it might be slightly slower, but honestly, it's not that much slower. So yeah, that's what the C panel is. So I just kind of want to cover these things just because you might want to actually make a website when you're done here. So just be aware that that is what you would do. I can't really do it with you because there's like security issues, because then you would see a bunch of my I like started opening it up. I was like, oh, it's like data in there. I'd rather you guys didn't have. But that's basically how you interact with it. Now, that being said, you can actually build the site locally and then upload the files as well. In fact, actually, that's why my host is Flywheel. And the reason why I honestly chose that was because when I was creating like the themes and stuff for like Web Design 2 and stuff like that, I was using local, and then I wanted to upload the site onto the host, and they have it built into that program. So if you go into here, there's a spot to where is it? Stop it. There's a spot here that allows you to actually upload the site directly. I think it's on the bottom. I can't move it up because, yeah, I'll do this. If you look right down here, maybe pull this up a little bit more. See where it says pull and push? So you can pull the site from the online version and then push it back up as well. So that's nice because it allows you to basically work locally if you wanted, and then just upload it that way. But most of the time, that's not how you do it. It's a really arduous process to get it from working locally to online. So anyway, cPanel is going to be your way of interacting with your website. So that basically is that default. If you've ever done it before, it's like that default like front end that allows you to basically, well, not front end, it's actually back end, but to allow you to interact with the various things of your site.